All right, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully it's not too loud for all of you. Let's go ahead and get the formalities out of the way because we only got like a couple of seconds before the live stream starts for the State of Play. Yo, peoples, Kyushu92 here, and welcome to, well, me reacting to the State of Play for April the 13th. Now, a couple of things happened today in the gaming world. One being, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you may know this now, but Rocksteady has officially delayed Suicide Squad.
You all know the target. Shiva's dominant. And only the
Oh, you gotta love it.
Focus, Wyvern.
You gotta love it when the stream just decides, you know what? We're just gonna stop working. You gotta love it when that happens. Hopefully y'all didn't miss too much.
I said focus, Wyvern.
Home sweet home.
Allow me to welcome you to the world of Final Fantasy XVI. Final the PlayStation 5 to its fullest, the game delivers an expansive, thrilling gameplay experience which we liken to a high-speed roller coaster ride.
Okay, I won't put it in full screen then. Stream's acting like he can't handle me having things in full screen. Sorry about the dips, everybody. Apparently it can't handle. Apparently it can't handle me trying to have this thing in full screen. Mind you, I'm streaming from a laptop. I don't have like a full setup yet. But this is probably going to be the most gorgeous looking Final Fantasy game we ever see. Look, Titan going from his regular Titan state to his Titan lost form, it's like Kratos fighting Kronos at that point.
The protagonist of our story is Clive Rosfield, and his journey takes place in the realm of Valisthea. We follow the epic tale of Clive.
Your one trophy left for Sifu before you platinum it? Good on you, Psycho!
3 distinct periods in our hero's life. His teens, 20s.
Your diligence has paid off. Yeah, that dude didn't make it.
While the story begins with Clive in his 20s, a fully playable flashback will allow you to experience the pivotal events that shaped his past and present. And thus does the curtain open on this newest Final Fantasy adventure.
Did they get some inspiration from Ninja Gaiden? Because some of those sword slashes sound exactly like the sword slashes that Ryu's sword would make when you're, you know, like killing folks in Ninja Gaiden. So we got the Phoenix, and then we have that rogue Ifrit that showed up. Everything still sounds good for you all, right? Look, y'all can't be showing that skill tree. I'm curious. I want to see that skill tree.
Locations being added and updated as players progress through the main narrative. The world map can be opened at any time, allowing players access to all manner of locations across Valisthea.
This is a really gorgeous looking map.
Here, players will meet new friends encounter formidable foes, and uncover great and wondrous mysteries.
Okay, riding chocobos and you can drift with the chocobo. Fast and the Furious chocobo drift? I'm about to say, hope we ain't got ship battles in this game. That just makes it so big. But no, that's not the
Battles in
case.
game take place in real time and are not turn-based. As Clive progresses through the story, he will learn a wide array of exciting abilities from the icons that he encounters. Now, let's take a moment to admire Clive in action.
Like, there's so many combinations of icon abilities you can have set. So you could be playing with the icon, the icon capabilities of Odin. Like, look, there's... okay, so Clive has Judgment Cut now. But the combinations of icon abilities you can have just opens up so many combat potential builds that you could make. Like, mix the Mega Flare, the flares from Bahamut, or freeze enemies with Shiva, or cut people apart with Garuda, or just send everyone flying with the titanic power of Titan. There's just so many capabilities. Like, look at that perfect dodge into those. I'm sorry, your boys got seeker shots. Woo! This dude's got multiple Judgment Cut air combos. Oh, he's cutting them apart. He's cutting them apart. That literally is Judgment Cut. That literally is Judgment Cut. And you got like a whole full-fledged Bahamut beam?
The abilities that Clive wields have unique characteristics depending on the icon they're directed.
Oh, abilities.
Players can use ability points collected by defeating enemies to unlock more abilities.
Ooh.
Upgrade
Show
existing
me
ones.
all of it. I'm gonna have to analyze all these
Can't
skills
decide
that we're
which
seeing.
Iconic ability to unlock or upgrade? No problem. You can let the game choose for you.
Lunge, down thrust. I saw abilities from Rama, lightning
Final
rod.
Fantasy 16 includes a range of timely accessories.
Oh yeah, we're gonna
to
analyze.
provide support to those players who may not be so skilled at action games, bringing them a truly enjoyable experience. Players are encouraged to equip Clive with different combinations of these accessories until they find the one that perfectly matches their own playstyle. A combination I can particularly recommend to those who may struggle with action gameplay is the Ring of Timely Focus and the Ring of Timely Strikes. This combination
Nope, I
allows
choose
players to
myself. I'm the
unleash
same
a
way,
wide array of
Blaziken.
different
Like,
techniques
when it comes for
despite
skills,
single
I want to be the one to choose which ones I unlock. I don't want the game deciding for me like, I think you should use this, but I want to use that. No, I think you should use this.
Extra time to hit R1
And I probably won't have that accessory equipped that makes it so I automatically
Players
dodge.
should equip an accessory that fully automates evasion. As I said before, I really encourage everyone to discover.
Like, I had auto dodge on when I played Forspoken, but that's only because combat itself gets so hectic that you don't even instinctively think to dodge all the time. But here, I feel like the game is not going to be so hectic where I forget to dodge, and I'll be able to do it on my own because I'll be able to focus on that.
In this mode, timely accessories are automatically equipped from the start, allowing players to immerse themselves in the narrative experience without having to worry too much with the action.
I can't wait to see what endgame Clive
will meet many
looks like
characters along his journey
when his
who will
power's
join
at
as
the
friends
max.
and allies.
This place. These are fallen ruins.
Well, we didn't think they'd mind.
Is that Jill?
But how do you survive?
Is that Jill on that dude's back?
Surface, who
Did she
becomes
get
a
hurt?
mentor to Clive. Jill, a friend from Clive's youth.
It really is.
Such
you.
encounters and reunions will set Clive on a path of great personal growth.
It is.
Yo, C-Des, what's going on? How am I doing? Doing pretty good. Kind of saddened from the fact that Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League got delayed until next year in February 2nd. But we got some Final Fantasy 16 news. And back to Suicide Squad. At least there will be plenty of games and plenty of things to keep me occupied until February of next year.
Party members are fully AI driven, providing support for the hero and constantly adapting and responding to his actions.
Rama! Republican War Panther. They wish they had one of these. The power of Shiva! It's like watching Jin and Cha-Hae-In fight. See, we're looking at this through a compressed level of quality.
Cannot forget Torgal.
The way the gameplay is gonna look in our hands when we see it full-fledged is gonna be something else.
Smart, strong, and fiercely loyal hound, Torgal is always by Clive's side and willing to stand by him in the face of whatever cruel fate may befall them. Torgal will act of his own accord, but players can also give him direct commands.
Ladies and gentlemen, the goodest boy! The Fang over Fang primary Lotus, hidden Lotus wielding dog! I don't know many other dogs in video games that are capable of being
Go
this
upstairs.
agile.
None will.
Don't fret about Karen. I've taken care of her fee.
All of it.
She's the best healer this side of the belt. You've nothing to worry about. Go on, have a look around. I'll be in my solo.
After progressing somewhat through the game, Clive
So
will
is
gain
Final
access
Fantasy
to Cid's
16
hideout.
a remake or continuation? It's a continuation. It's the next numbered game. But you don't need to
Here in the
play
hideaway,
any of the other
Clive will find a
past
shop
previous
where he
Final
can
Fantasies
purchase
in order for you to
weapons,
understand the story.
armor, and
Because
consumables
none
such
of
as
the Final
potions.
Fantasies are explicitly linked together.
Can't find a better price than that.
Well,
Blackthorn, a highly skilled
Set
blacksmith,
for it, yeah.
works the hideaway's forge. Bring in materials to craft new gear or upgrade existing items.
will do.
After upgrading your equipment or unlocking new abilities, try accessing the Arete Stone. Here, players can enter a virtual training area outside
Bit
the boundaries
behind
of time and
3D
space,
map, love it like
where
in
they are free to
Forspoken
refine
and
and
Horizon.
practice combos
I would
of
say that the
various
map is better than Forspoken.
Once you're
Forspoken had a
confident in your
very,
skills,
very,
try your hand at arcade
very,
mode
very
and
big
see
map.
how your scores stack up against players
But there's a
around
certain
the world.
element to Final Fantasy 16's map that just seems so much more detailed.
The hideaway
Like
is
you're
full
looking
of
at like a
other
3D
features as well.
model and they have a camera moving around it. Not necessarily a computer generated image. At least that's how it looks to me.
Not only will players discover a variety of side quests here, but they can also view information on quests offered all around Valisthea.
So it's a continuation from 15? No.
Clive?
It has no. This is its own personal story. It has no relation to any other Final Fantasy,
Mid.
and that includes 15.
Where When did you
It
get
just
back?
means that Final Fantasy 16 is the next numbered game in this series, but not necessarily a continuation from 15. Moogles!
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
Visit the
This
Hunt
game
Board
looks
to
amazing.
gain
It's been years since you ever
information
played a
on
Final
hidden
Fantasy game. Definitely
fearsome
totally
foes
thinking about
lurking
getting it.
the realm in
Oh,
desperate
me and
need of
Gajo,
strength.
we're definitely going to be
Will
playing
your
this.
guide.
We're definitely going to be playing this. Mind you, I'm going to be busy messing with Jedi Jedi Survivor. Like, next week, I'm going to be playing through Jedi Fallen Order so we can get reaccustomed with the story. And then the week after, I'm going to be playing Jedi Survivor
also
as
the
well.
Horseman
So
Harpocrates.
we're going to be busy.
Unlock
We're going to be
Alistair's
very busy,
secrets
especially
as
messing
Clive
with
recounts tales of
Survivor
his adventures.
and this game.
I have quite the find for you today.
I like the fact that they got that tone
You wish
when
to
you
study the
when you
tones?
level up. I like how they're doing this
For
for your
What is it?
A
this
scholar
like,
and
your lore and
strategist
everything.
who is more than happy to explain to Clive the current state of the realm.
I
and
like
provide
how they have
information
this set
on key
up.
Players. There are all kinds of interactions and features in the Hideaway to help players get even more.
So
enjoyment
much
out of the
information to
time
be
of
gleaned
Final
from this
Fantasy XVI.
gameplay. So many moments you can pause. I only say this because you yelled out Rama's name and I thought you played it before. How you knew it was him? Oh, I know all of the major summons. Odin, Shiva, Garuda, Rama, Bahamut,
Clive will encounter a wide
Titan,
array of
Ifrit,
fearsome
Phoenix. There's a lot of them. Marlboro! That and me and Gajo have been playing Strangers of Paradise, so there's mentions of their names in that game as well. Trust me, when I'm interested in something, I look it up. I look it up. Whoa, what kind of creature is this? Fafnir? I'm sorry, are we messing with the Nazgul now? And Torgal just... Yo! I was about to say Torgal just watching, and Torgal is the first one to blitz him. I need to keep my mouth shut. Look how fast... This is the fastest dog I have ever seen.
dominants who wield the power of the icons.
Hugo! The dominant of Titan! If you guys want a rough idea of what it's going to be like to fight Hugo, remember what it was like fighting Horalu of Elden Ring. He's pretty much that.
Colossal beasts
Woo!
who hold the surrounding lands under their sway. Mysterious constructs of the fallen, a civilization shrouded in mystery.
th hour, Liquid Flame. Liquid Flame? Just what exactly are you fighting? Oh, Barnabas, the wielder of Odin. This man is Virgil. This man is Virgil.
And we cannot forget the icons themselves.
Okay, so in this fight,
Experience unparalleled real-time action combat.
this is Clive
takes
fighting.
command of the iconic might coursing through his veins and shatters his very limbs.
This is Clive fighting Ifrit.
The shining point of Final Fantasy XVI, however, has to be the breathtaking icon versus icon battles.
The fact that you're shooting at this thing while it's chasing you through this whole cavern. I can't think of anything more cinematic.
Allowing players to control their very own icon with their own hands.
No, he's not. He's not Cedes. The thing is, the summons you know from previous Final Fantasy games, there are people, there's Rama again, there are people who are capable of being the vessels of their power, known as dominants. And Clive winds up being one, for reasons unknown in the story.
The entire battlefield. These massive scale boss battles are entirely seamless, and I can promise you heart-stopping, controller-gripping excitement. I can't wait for you to get your hands on the game for yourself.
Like, Titan is just gonna be pure power. Like, the screen shakes every time he does something.
Nice trick. But if you can do it, then so could I.
You've learned Brimstone. Okay, so Ifrit learns new moves. In the middle of the fight! Look, if this isn't just like Ashura's Wrath when you're fighting someone, I don't know what is. All right. Whew. We got Ifrit versus Typhon. I don't know what Typhon is. I don't know. Oh, and this is Ifrit versus Titan Loss. Basically, the Titan form of Titan. Like, look at this. Look at this. Mind you, this isn't Clive fighting Titan anymore. This is Ifrit fighting Titan. And look how small Ifrit is compared to Titan's Titan form. Split down the middle.
So everyone,
Split
what did you
down the
think? Thank you
middle!
for taking the time to join us today. Final Fantasy XVI will be available worldwide June 22nd, and there's still plenty that we've left to reveal. Battle content, side content, endgame content, and more. We hope to bring you more on these aspects of the game in the near future. Also, I'm truly excited to finally be able to reveal that Final Fantasy XVI's main theme was written and performed by one of Japan's greatest recording artists, Kenshi Yonezu. We've still got a lot more in store for you in the coming weeks, and I hope you'll all pre-order the game and join us in Valisthea on release day. This has been Naoki Yoshida, producer of Final Fantasy XVI. See you again soon.
16プロデューサーの吉田でした。
Well, that's it for the state of play. So Ifrit was fighting Phoenix. I'm sure you'll fight different versions. Well, like rogue versions. Well, a rogue version. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was it for the state of play. Now we need to see if they got this whole video by itself because there's things to analyze. See? I can't even spell Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy. Like that's not even the actual title. You low-key teared up. This is like the old God of Wars. That last set piece was amazing. It pretty much was. It was really good. Hey, I'm in the listings concerning Final Fantasy 16. That's pretty cool. Let me see if I can find the video on its own. And if not, then we'll just go through it, but slowly. Because I wanna go over the skill tree real quick. Like we could look at all the dossier and character stuff on our own time, but I really want to see the skill tree. So let me just go over to this. I'll just bring this back up again. It's a full video now. Let's find the skill tree. I like the level up sound when you do stuff.
I have quite the find for you today.
I feel like the voice acting in this game is going to be really top notch. But now let's see if we can find it. Where is it? Where is it? Do not test me. Where's that skill tree? Do not lie to me. You showed it to me. Why would you show it to me if I couldn't have it? Why would you show me? Skill tree! There it is. There it is. Bread and butter. All right. So, and thanks to my viewers, I now know how to do things frame by frame. Let's actually put this in slow motion and then go through the skills. Because we already know how the basic gear setup is going to be, but I want to go through the skills real quick. All right, so we have an Ifrit ability called Will-o'-the-Wisps. Summon a swarm of fireballs that circle about Clive, damaging nearby targets while also absorbing damage. So that's an interesting skill. So he has like a revolving wall of fireballs around him that damages enemies but also protects them and absorbs hits. That's interesting. Now, my thing is, it says it's unlearned. It says it's unlearned, but I'm looking at the skill tree and it shows that it could be possible for these skills to be leveled up because they have a star system next to them. Like the amount of damage it does is 1 star, and I guess the little symbol next to it is like the stun effect. Maybe these stars can be leveled up so that even these individual skills can be leveled so that they're more effective during endgame. That's just what I'm thinking. It's uploaded on 4K on Sony's YouTube website. Let me see if I can find that one because I don't need it to be perfect. Sony. Do. Let's see if we can get in 4K so we can get the highest quality possible. Sony. I must be looking wrong. It shows you just how little I know of going to different sites in order to find things. Is it on PlayStation? Yes, there it is. 25 minutes. Excellent. We are going to put you on 4K. No. Let's just do 1080 because I don't know if my thing can handle 4K. But if it can, I mean, I don't necessarily need it to play through the entire thing. I just needed to get to the point where we saw the skill trees. You're supposed to go back home today, but your flight got canceled. Okay, we need to go back just a little bit. All right, so this is a much higher quality image. I wonder, can I do this full screen and it not jack everything up? All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I am going to take chat off the side so you guys can see the whole image. So that way we can look at this whole thing. All right, so we have abilities up here. We have abilities, gear and icons, attributes. So right here we have Willow the Wykes. Summon a storm of fireballs that circle around Clive, damaging nearby targets while also absorbing damage. And as you can see here, you have an option to upgrade it because it's already learned. So it pretty much confirms what I just said. These moves can be upgraded. You can learn them, but also upgrade them. Because if you see right here, it says it's learned already. But you can keep upgrading these moves. And this is just the Ifrit tree. There are several other icon powers you're going to be able to get access to, which means even more abilities to unlock and then upgrade individually. For someone to max out all of these skills, I honestly feel is going to take them a while. So this is Willow the Wykes for Ifrit. Then we got Taunt. That hasn't been learned yet. Use R2 and the touchpad to pull the attention of an enemy target. So this hasn't been learned yet. So that's what, and it's kind of an inexpensive move. Some of them are kind of pricey in the 600 and 1,000 range. Others are like in the 2 digits from 10 to like 40. But we got a taunt move for Ifrit. And he's learning that move. And Burning Blade. Unlearned, hold square to imbue Clive's blade with fire. Release to unleash a powerful attack. Now, with us getting access to all of these different icon skill trees and the like, I'm wondering, when you have a certain icon equipped in your tool set, then you'll be able to use its specific moves. Like, you got a lot of skills for Ifrit, and I'm pretty sure you got a lot of moves where you can just imbue your blade with different types of attributes. But I highly doubt they would just make it so that hold square to imbue Clive's blade with fire. I feel like you need to have that icon equipped at that time in order to take advantage of its specific skill set. It's a simple thought. It's not hard to think about. I'm pretty sure everyone knows that, but I just feel that's just what it seems like to me. You need to have that icon equipped actively in order to take advantage of the skills that go with that. That's how I feel, because with all the summons and all the icons you're going to have access to, it's going to be tricky and it's going to be mind-boggling if there's a lot of skills that make it so you can imbue Clive's blade with different elements, but it wouldn't make much sense if you try to do it and every single one of them has that option. The game wouldn't know which ones to choose. So I honestly feel you need to have that icon equipped in order for you to be able to take advantage of being able to imbue his sword. Who or what is my favorite summons? I like Rama and I like Bahamut. Bahamut because it's a giant dragon, and Rama because he's basically like a giant electrical wizard man. Oh, and Odin as well because he literally can one-shot anything. So yeah, those three. But Burning Blade, I feel like Burning Blade is obviously for Ifrit, but then the other elements, such as Rama, probably you have a lightning-imbued blade. Titan, you maybe have like an earth-based one. We already know about Ifrit. Shiva could be ice. Garuda could be wind. I don't know what Phoenix would be, because both Ifrit, and Phoenix are both fire. But that's Burning Blade. I like how his sword just gets immediately ignited. Oh, no. Wait a minute. What was that? Wait. Go back. Y'all taught me down thrust. Use square and X while in the air to slice down. That's basically one of the moves from Devil May Cry, where you're in the air. There's a lot of combo moves. There's a lot of combo moves in this game that are pretty much reminiscent of Devil May Cry, because Devil May Cry really had a massive impact and a massive influence on the gameplay. A lot of moves are very Devil May Cry-like. But we got down thrust. We've seen that move before in other games. Now, right here, pile drive. This is a move from Rama. Drive Rama's staff into the ground, electrifying all enemies within a radius of the strike. And this is another move that's already learned, but can be upgraded. Now, I wonder if this move can be upgraded to increase the radius of which the strike happens. So it starts out kind of small, maybe like a couple of meters, and then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger the more you upgrade it, because it shows the power's increasing, and so does, I believe, the stagger gauge effect on it as well. I think that's what that symbol means. So that's basically Rama-oriented stuff, because even here, because it's kind of dark, but if you pay attention to this, all of the skills has the symbol or like the illustration of their respective summon behind it. So this small section, this small tree is Rama focus, whereas Ifrit has an even bigger tree. Now, my thing is, does this mean that all the icons will have bigger skill trees in the future, or is it only Ifrit who's going to have this massive one? I don't know if that's going to be the case, but Oh yeah, the radius is already pretty big. Okay, it's upgraded, and you have an option called Master abilities as well. I think Josh is the only one with Phoenix, and Clive wouldn't have the Phoenix. Well, obviously, I mean, Clive gets Ifrit, and Joshua has the Phoenix, but they're both fire-based. So my question is, how would that work if Clive gets the powers of the Phoenix as well as having the powers of Ifrit, and they're both fire-based? The reason why I say this is that Clive has a unique ability to absorb the powers and copy the abilities of other icons, which should be something that's actually impossible for anyone, but Clive is basically like Delsin from Infamous Second Son, where he's capable of copying the powers of others around him. So Clive is the same way. So my question is, how is Phoenix powers going to work if they could be imbued, if Ifrit already fulfills the role of fire imbuement? That's what I mean. But we got Master. Yep. Hold on. We need to go back. Because the radius definitely did increase. We need to go back, because the radius definitely increased. Like you see right here, pretty big around him. Like the radius, pretty big. And if he does it again, the camera zooms out even further. I was right. It's not going to tell you how much it increases, but you will see it when you upgrade it. I was right. When you upgrade these moves, they increase in size and power. I was right. Because the radius of Rama's strike is even bigger now. Then we have Blind Justice. This is the one I wanted to look at, but I couldn't because we were live. Launch a Blind Justice. Launch a barrel of ball lightning at one or more targets. Targets are determined by locking onto them before executing the ability. Ball lightning will affix itself to a target and can be caused to discharge, dealing additional damage if the target is attacked. So, this is basically a debuff for enemies. A damaging debuff. Because they'll attach themselves to enemies, and then if you attack them while these lightning balls are attached to them, they'll just take even more damage. I like the targeting. It reminds me of like the, I forget the ability that Sora had in Kingdom Hearts where he could just aim down a scope. Where he can aim down a scope with his special abilities and then just rapid fire on a whole bunch of enemies. I forget what it's called. It's been so long since I played anything Kingdom Hearts related. Now we're over on Garuda's side. Aerial Blast. Summon a tornado that slowly hunts down nearby enemies and upon ensnaring them, inflicts multiple hits. Tornadoes that seek out targets. Like the tornadoes from Twister that was strangely going after Dennis Quaid and what's-her-face. Tornadoes that you just throw out and they go find people. And once they grab them, they just butcher them. Like that idea. Oh, so he just summons a tornado by just doing the whole bunch of capoeira. Okay. I like the animations of how everything is doing. How everything is being portrayed as far as abilities are concerned. And then once you're done getting all the abilities, it's going to ask you to confirm, like, hey, is this all the abilities you want to use to acquire new abilities? Now it says 1,200 points. 1,275 ability points used to acquire 12 new abilities. We only saw a couple, which means that before we cut to this, more abilities were chosen before we could actually see them. It's going to be interesting to see what every ability is. But that's really what I wanted to check out. I wanted to check out the skill tree because there's just so much to glean. Hold on. Okay, that's lunge. Use X and square to swiftly close in and attack a distant enemy. Normally in Devil May Cry, all you had to do was just lock onto a target, hold down forward, and then use the attack button. And you would zoom into them. But this one is when you're on the ground, X and square, which is the same move you use in the air for downward thrust, can be used to close in. So that's probably going to be a move that people purchase first because there's nothing more annoying than trying to find an enemy that likes to keep its distance. Lunge attacks are so good when you're trying to deal with very speedy enemies. That means that you keep the pressure on them. I like those types of moves. And it's a fast lunge too, but not as fast as Torgal though. Torgal has to be the fastest dog I've ever seen. The fastest dog I've ever seen in any game. Because that dude can go from 0 to 100 in seconds. Ooh, another one for Rama. Lightning Rod. Create a ball of lightning that upon being struck, chains lightnings to other nearby enemies. This is such a Palpatine move to do. A ball of lightning that upon being hit, you don't even have to hit the enemies with the lightning ball. You just throw it out. And then you hit it. And then it chains lightning to enemies. You just put it in the middle of a hallway, then hit it, and then it just starts zapping everybody. This is such a Palpatine move to use. So ridiculous. And then we have all the gear over here. Platinum Sword. Platinum makes for a poor blade, being too soft to withstand rigorous use in battle, and too expensive for the common soldier to afford. It does, however, allow for ornate designs on crossguard, hilt, and pommel, where the rare metal is most often employed. So, so here's the thing. And I say here's the thing a lot. I like how they're illustrating the weapons and gear that you're using through drawn illustrations. It's not just like 3D models of the stuff that you see equipped on you. It's literally a drawn illustration of what you have equipped of that specific weapon. I like that. I like that aspect of artistry for this. This gives it like here's the blueprint of this weapon that you have equipped. It's a small detail. It's not even that big, but I just like how there's a lot of games out there that'll just put 3D models on like a bland blank background for your gear. And you just see that. But this adds to the overall aesthetics of the game where they have it drawn out as if the weaponsmith themselves made an image so that everyone knows that, hey, this is the work of art that I did, carry it with you or whatever, stuff like that. It's just minor details like that that makes the world feel more immersive. Even going down the path of looking at your gear, it's good. I like it. I like the feel of it. Ooh, badge of metal. The strength of a city is defined by the guard that mans its walls. The strength of a city guard is defined by the pride in their hearts and the laurels on their breasts. This badge provides its wearer with one of the two. Increases your defense by 10. I'm pretty sure you're going to find much better gear that gives your defense a much higher degree. Minato gets his own one-shot manga by Masashi Kishimoto from Naruto series, Naruto 99 characters. Oh, so the fourth Hokage is getting his own one-shot. Interesting. Show more gear. I would like to see more gear. Badge of metal. Ring of timely evasion. Fleetness of foot requires lightning quick reflexes, eagle-like vision, and razor-sharp focus, not to mention the calves of a puma. That or this convenient ring. When equipped, Clive will automatically evade attacks as long as the attack can be evaded. And it looks like you can equip 3 accessories at once. I feel like once you start getting really good at the game and you start finding endgame gear, getting your hands on using like Ring of Timely Evasion, or basically the items that essentially turns the game into easy mode for you, probably won't be as tantalizing. Because when you get that end game stuff, it's going to be all like, wow, I want to have that, but I want to have this, but I want to have that. That sort of dilemma is going to be popping up multiple times, I honestly feel. I sound like I'm rambling, but I'm just thinking out loud. Badge of Might, awarded to soldiers for unparalleled displays of courage on the field of battle. The feeling of accomplishment it enkindles in the recipient's heart is thought to enhance future performance, increases your attack by 7. So we got Ring of Timely Evasion, Ring of Timely Focus, Ring of Timely Strikes, Ring of Timely Assistance, Ring of Timely Healing. I feel like all of those are the game's easy mode accessories that you can have equipped on you. Because if it says timely, it's to make everything easier for you. So Ring of Timely Focus. Clearly, the darkest of arts were employed in this ring's forging. Yet no matter its infernal providence, it does effectively slow time, and that can prove very handy in staying alive. When equipped, time slows before an evadable enemy attack strikes Clive. No effect when equipped with the Ring of Timely Evasion. So you can't have Timely Evasion and Timely Focus equipped at the same time. That's what it looks like. It looks like you can't have Timely Focus and Evasion on at the same time. So you really have to choose one or the other. Ring of Timely Strikes. If there were a ring that transformed a novice swordsman's awkward jerks and jabs into a veritable dance of precisely executed flourishes, one might wonder why every knight in the realm didn't have one of their own. When equipped, complex ability combinations can be executed by simply pressing square. So basically, easy combos. Such quality. This game's going to be interesting. So, Timely Strikes. Look at Timely Evasion. No! Okay, we got earrings now. Or tassels. Cobalt tassels. Cobalt is the color of the blade that feeds my pain. Traditional battle invocation. Increases limit break generation amount by 6% when taking damage. It's going to be interesting to see what legendary level gear is going to look like near endgame for this. Look at the other stuff. Look at Timely Assistance, Timely Healing. Look at it. Look at it. No! They're making stuff hard. All right. So let's see what else we can analyze. Hold on. Let me come right here. Let me speed this up a little bit, because there's something else I wanted to look at. Like, even in slow motion. I love how not only is Clive joining in this, because Jill hit this panther first, but Clive joined in, then Torgo's all like, I want to bite too! Look, this is a compressed video in slow motion, and the quality looks amazing. It looks so good. Okay, this is what I wanted to go to. The ice being formed. This quality is going to look insane once it's in full motion. It's really going to look insane. All right, let's speed this up. All right, here's the Torgal section. The one where Torgal is basically blitzing everybody. Hold on. Slow it down. So Torgal can use magic as well. And I feel like Torgal's an opportunist who will just jump in as soon as he knows an enemy's been fully staggered and he just starts munching on him. But there's a moment where Torgal is at the bottom of your screen, and in a split second, he's already at the enemy who's already a good distance away. Also, when's the last time we've seen a Minotaur in a Final Fantasy game? And then Torgal's got his own little personal spin dash. There was a moment where Torgal was all the way at the back and then blitzed one of these enemies. I'm trying to see which one it was. It was one of these moments where Torgal was fully fighting with Clive. I don't know which section it was, but love the takedowns. I might have been looking at it wrong because what the section I was thinking of, yeah, I think it had Torgal from the side blitzing the enemies. I don't think he's like that rapid fast as I thought before. I could be wrong. Because if it cuts to a spot where Torgal isn't, then yeah. Yeah. Character designs are beautiful, though. All right. And then we got this game's version of Hodor, except he doesn't only say Hodor. In Final Fantasy VIII, the Minotaur brothers. I never played Final Fantasy VIII. But I haven't played any Final Fantasies where Minotaurs were enemies. So seeing them in the game is new to me. I never played any Final Fantasies that had Minotaurs in them. So they're new to me. But I think I'm going to call it here. Let me go ahead and exit out of this screen. And then put myself back over here. Put myself back on the screen. So I can give my final thoughts. Yeah, I got to mess with stuff in order to bring it back to where it was before. All right. Go ahead and mute the desktop audio. All right, we're done. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was the showcase for Final Fantasy 16. And I have to say, with every showcase that they do, oh wait, hold on. Let me get chat back in here. There we go. But with every showcase that they do, for Final Fantasy 16, the game just keeps looking better and better and better and better and better. It really is. Good to see you, Kyushu, made my day a little bit better. Hey, if I was able to make your day better by doing what I do, then I'm doing my job. Thank you, Cdes. But everything they show for Final Fantasy 16 just keeps looking amazing. And for this game to be releasing in May, it's like, what else are they hiding? Because Yoshi P says, like, we still got stuff to reveal. We got some stuff that we have yet to reveal. Endgame content, side quests, all these different things that are going to keep you massively occupied while you're playing this game. And I'm like, you've shown enough to make people say that this is their day one. So what else are they going to show? Because from what they say, the game, you can get through it with, I believe, 30 to 40 hours, maybe. I think it's longer than that. But the game to 100% is going to take much longer. There's multiple new game pluses you can go through. And this is just when you get through the game itself. It's just June, I think, not May. My bad, Blaziken. I meant to say June. I was thinking May because I still got Suicide Squad Killed the Justice League on the brain. But June is going to be a very busy month. Very busy month. April's going to be busy because of Jedi Survivor. May, I mean, I was looking forward to Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, but they delayed it until February of next year. So there's really nothing in May that's really got my attention other than that. So I got to see if there's anything else happening in May. That might be the month where I start. That might as well be the month where I start doing my One Piece full series read-through. I might as well, because I'll probably be done with Jedi Survivor at some point in May. Once I get done with that, I might as well start on my One Piece read-through at that point. But overall, for this to be a showcase, part of me was actually thinking they were going to show something at the end, but they didn't. A lot of people were really hoping that we would get some Spider-Man news, but I feel like you can't just delegate showing off Spider-Man to like the end of a State of Play event. I feel like Spider-Man 2 should have its own State of Play showcase by itself, because it's that big of a game and people are really massively anticipating it. But Final Fantasy having its own showcase, it just cements that this is the kick in the pants that the Final Fantasy series and Square Enix really needed, in terms of, hey, this is what people want from your studio. We don't want NFTs. No one cares about it, no matter how many times you try and put Final Fantasy VII on it, because that really is their cash cow when you think about it. They rely on Final Fantasy VII to sell so much of their stuff, but no one wants NFTs, regardless of how many times you put Tifa, Cloud, or Barret on it. No one is going to get it because people don't like NFTs. So hopefully this will be the kick in the pants that Square Enix needs in order to see that we want games. We don't want collectibles from art that we can already get for free on the internet. Us having a certificate of that object does not warrant us wanting to get any of your stuff. So, you know, I'm just saying how stupid NFTs are, but hopefully this will show them that this is what we want. We want games. We want good products. This is what we want. This is what we need. If you put as much effort as Yoshi P did into reviving Final Fantasy XIV, and as much quality and as much attention to detail he's put into Final Fantasy XVI, then maybe people would not be looking at your company as like, Final Fantasy is the only thing keeping Square Enix up. Let's be honest. If they didn't have Final Fantasy, who knows where they would be right now? Let's be honest. I feel like Yoshi P is the one who's been saving this entire company from going under, simply because him being a visionary and everything he's done, he's pretty much solidified himself as the reason why Square Enix is still relevant in people's minds. That and the people who have done good jobs with the Final Fantasy games, but that's it. Final Fantasy is the Square Enix cash cow. They cannot squander this. Final Fantasy, and just when Final Fantasy 16 does good, hopefully they'll let them know that maybe we should do this, and not having people spend hundreds and thousands of dollars on images with certificates at all. Maybe. We'll have to see. But the game releases in June. I'll be playing it. Godjill most definitely will be playing it because, I mean, if you didn't already notice, the dude was having so much fun in chat while watching this whole showcase. Apologies for the technological hiccups there at the beginning. Apparently, me going in full screen was a bit too much, but oh well. At least you guys got the gist of it, and you guys want to see what happened at the beginning, then it's like the video's already up on YouTube. But that's it for my overall reaction to this State of Play for April for Final Fantasy XVI. It's interesting. I am definitely looking forward to it, and I can't wait to see what this next installment in the Final Fantasy series offers for us players. I'm done for today. All I can say to everyone here is, hope you all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. And if you're new to the channel and you enjoyed what you saw here today, then like, subscribe, share this stream with everyone you know, because the more the merrier, and because it helps out because of the YouTube algorithm. And maybe even consider becoming a member, because that helps out with the sustainability of the channel as well. Because I am always looking forward to entertaining you. So have a fantastic day, and once again, as always, later, peoples!